profile when because it's going to talk about all the defeats and the L's and the losses and everything and how I came through to the other side going through so much adversity and so much defeat. So I have a book.
So talking about July 15, I was like, I witnessed everything from like the start.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I witnessed everything from like the start. Even James Mooney's here, Divi, we're all there in Australia together.
Yeah.
And I had no clue like something like that can actually happen. Like someone can like have a breakdown. I never knew, you know. I never knew that can actually happen.
It's so funny. I can't say it on this podcast. I was with a very big YouTuber yesterday.
Yeah.
And then he had actually told me, he was like, bruh, it happened to me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, recently I hadn't slept for 3 days and I was talking and making statements that were way, 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 way too big.
Yeah.
And everybody in the house told me I had to go home and spend time with my family because I was like losing myself a little. It's called being manic. When you go through a manic episode, that's what happens.
Yeah, but it's crazy because I didn't notice this. I don't know when you were telling me like all this stuff, I was like wow, that's my big bro. Like that's dope.
I'm gonna really break it down in the book because there's a part of me that still is very conflicted because
about what?
About what I want to classify it as, it being a manic episode or it being a man really driven out with inspiration and a purpose and wanting to achieve something, because what I was doing in such a short amount of time is not easy. It's not an easy feat. And had I not, like, you know, by the grace of, I don't know what you want to call it, had a bomb threat called in on my event, who knows what would have actually happened. No one will ever know that.
Yeah, that's true.
But everything just exploded with a bomb threat. Like, if you really break down what happened, everything was going great.
Yeah,
everything was going great.
And I didn't like how people were like, you know, obviously he made a whole documentary
before
kind of
anything
like,
happened.
And even all the other people, like even like they were just making like Fousey Khan.
Let's not forget you were one of those people as well.
But that was way after.
That was not way after.
That was
what are you talking about?
During July 15th.
He was talking about how people were making like videos on everything.
No, but I'm talking about during July 15th.
During, yeah.
Like during that moment.
But I'm saying afterwards, you were also part of that.
Oh, afterwards? Oh, yeah. But we had, it was like 2 months after.
But we can't forget that. We can't forget that.
Let's talk about that. So after his whole July 15, I didn't know. This is from my perspective. I never really spoke about any none of this, but the whole time I was with you in Australia, you know, we're going on tour. I didn't know you were going through a manic episode. I never met anyone who goes through something like that. So in my head, I'm like, everything's cool, everything is normal. You were telling me. Do you remember all the moments that happened?
Everything.
You remember everything?
Everything.
Do you remember when you came to us, when he came to my Airbnb, and then you were like in your towel, and you told everyone to
sit down, and I told the story. Yeah.